Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the Joseph Curry Show. Today is Tuesday, May the 13th, 2025, and we got some more coming up here between more coming up for you. Yesterday, we're talking about the backlash, and we had John Cena retain the WWE title that was on Saturday. I did talking about. Then last night, Game 4 between the Knicks and the Celtics. Boy, it was a good game. Knicks up 3-1 last night. They went and game 5. Can the Knicks win all to beat the Boston Celtics since 2013? We're going to find out this tomorrow night, this Wednesday night, when we get all of this. Now we're going to get into this right now. About 15-minute video. We're going to talk about the game last night. But what I do worried about is most of all for the Boston Celtics. They're down 3-1 in the series, facing an elimination tomorrow night. Jason Tatum got injured. That's bad news. And this is serious for the Boston Celtics to get together the defending champs, right? The defending champs are in trouble. Now, I see this and I say this before. Wow, this is going to be a crushing blow to Boston right now. Boy, I can tell you what. I can tell you something right now. Man, the Knicks, they're one win away to beat Boston to get to the Eastern Conference Finals since 2000. And thus, how can I know? How can we ever going to say that? How can we going to do? We're going to see it. We're going to see it right now. We're going to see it for real. This is the playoff in round 2. This is the playoffs in round 2. So now, the game is tomorrow night. They're Boston playing at home in TD Garden. If they keep this up, they're going to force the Knicks in game 6 and maybe game 7, hopefully. But if they fail, they're out. And the Knicks will hand over, and it's going to hand over to the Knicks to get to the Eastern Conference Finals. They're the championship contenders, and they are tough to beat. And we're going to find out, we're going to see what happens. Now, the Celtics lost that game last night against the Knicks, 121 to 113. It has been a collapse of turn in TD Garden. They got being collapsed 2 times in game 1 and 2. They blew the 20-point lead over the Knicks, then the Knicks came back and got them destroyed. And first I gotta say this is all about basketball here. This is all about basketball here. And the Cavaliers, they're 1 game away of losing this game, facing elimination against the Pacers. The Pacers up 3-1. Last night, the Timberwolves won that game against the Wolves. They won the game away to blow the Golden State away. Seth Curry got injured, didn't return. Hopefully, he'll return in game 5. Garner and the Nuggets tied the series. And boy, this is going to be a make or break time, game number 5. Boy, talk about the action here. And now we're talking about the star. Jalen Brunson, the guy who makes a magic. This is Jalen Brunson's magic. Had the Nets and a great star. The great stars here we've seen. It's absolutely. And Jalen Brunson is a star. I can tell you this. He got all the stars for the New York Knicks to try to get this thing to go on. And gets on and on and on. Just like you had to make it. But hey, you know how it goes. Now, the Knicks find themselves in a good position as of right now. Now we go to Jason Tatum, and boy, that is bad news. Dangerous does, and it's what it is. And believe he tell his muscle, "Darn, this is a tough break, a tough blow for the Celtics." Now the Boston Celtics star Jason Tatum had surgery to repair a retard of right Achilles tendon that was sidelined him from the remainder of the playoffs. The, boy, that's gonna be terrible. The team announced Tuesday that the Boston Celtics announced the intense of Tatum's injury and the surgery a day after the six-time All-Star went down in a Celtics 121 to 113 Game 4 loss to the New York Knicks, put both the hosts of the defending champions repeating and Tatum's playing status for next season is doubt. Now, when Kevin Durant torn his Achilles tendon during the 2019 NBA Finals, he wound up missing the entire 2019-2020 season. The 27-year-old Tatum is leading the Boston Celtics in points 28.1, rebounds 11.5, and assists 5.4 per game for the season's second straight postseason. Now, I cannot even want to talk. I cannot even want to talk about those injuries, but I hate to say it, but now this is a terrible blow for the Celtics team. And Jason Tatum is out, maybe for the rest of rest of the current. Both missed the rest of the next season in 2025-26 season, and hopefully he'll be back rather than the year after next. But it was getting worse and worse and worse for Jason Tatum, and that's easily. And the Celtics team is getting desperate, and they're not getting any help, and they just went downhill in Boston. The Boston fans are looking like, oh my goodness, we're gonna lose against the Knicks if we don't get this kind of shots. And boy, oh boy, I have faith in the Knicks. They are looking pretty good. They look pretty good. They are tough to beat. And Boston knows it. And tomorrow, look where he's at. Facing elimination. And now it's game 5. And now it's going to be tough for them for tomorrow night to see end up facing up this concern. This could be a tragedy for the Boston. Or Jason Tatum. Who can blame him? I don't blame the Celtics for loss. Okay, I don't blame the Celtics for loss at all. Maybe they do that, and maybe they get this whole thing going now. Well, the Knicks are one win away to the Eastern Conference Finals and haven't been in the Eastern Conference Finals since in 25 years. Now the Timberwolves take a 3-1 lead over the Wolves with Seth Curry still sidelined. And boy, this is gonna get. I don't really don't know for sure. Now it is what it is now. Boy. And it says this Anthony Edwards scored 3 points for his second straight 3-point performances. Julius Randle had 31 points, and the Minnesota Timberwolves beat the Golden State Warriors 117 to 110 on Monday night for a 3-1 lead in the Western Conference Playoff Series. Now it's back home to Minnesota for the Wolves with a chance to clinch the best of 7 series. 7 Western Conference semifinal series in Game 5 on Wednesday night. The Wolves will still be without Seth Curry, who sat out his third game in a row and scheduled to have his left hamstring reinvigorated that day. Edwards made consecutive 3-pointers and scored 11 points, 11 total points, and the decision 17-0 Boston won that put the Timberwolves ahead 85-60 late in the third quarter. Now they lead 97-77 going into the fourth, and the Wolves couldn't catch up. Edwards, coming off a 36-point performance in a game 3, hit a 30-foot three to beat the halftime buzzer and pull Minnesota within 60-58 at the break. And the Wolves delivered in the second half again after also trailing by 2 points at halftime and a 102-97 victory in Game 3. So now, I said it before, but boy, this Wolves team is in deep, deep trouble. And Zach Court is out. That is, well, I think the Wolves are going to be done. They're going to be done for real. And the Cavaliers are going to be done for sure. But this is going to turn to be something else, man. This is going to be something else I cannot even freaking tell. Now, the Golden State Warriors are one loss away, one game away of being eliminated, and that's for sure. They can't help themselves. They just can't. This is absolutely insane, and that's bad for the team, and that's bad for everything that goes on. It's just not looking right for the Boston Celtics team. So now, what I'm seeing is right now, this is absolutely a do it down for the Golden State, do it down for Boston, do it down for Cleveland, and the series are tied 2-2 apiece between the Nuggets and the Thunder. Gotta make that happen because we are facing all three of them are facing eliminations. Hopefully they'll make a comeback in Game 7 and show for real. But this team is just going to look like they were about to be the best team to beat. Game 5, and then after this, no more. If they don't win in Game 5. So you really want to know about the Celtics after being going down 3-1 last night, and Jason Tatum got hurt. Well, I don't blame him. And also, at the end of the day, it is what it is. But the Knicks are going to try to win tomorrow night in game number 5. I can tell you that. They're going to try and win game number 5. Hopefully, we're going to see this kind of happen. And I can say this right now. Now, tonight's game 5 at 7 o'clock, Pacers are looking down the number 4 seed in the NBA, looking to close the Cavaliers out in the number 1 seed. They're going to upset them. And this is really this. But now, actually, I can even tell what's happening here. And this game is absolutely, boy, oh boy. But how? How are you ever going to have this team right now? After being going down 3-1. And had to face an elimination in game 5. Boston, Cleveland, and Golden State law in serious trouble. Oh boy, game 5 is tonight. The Pacers and the Cavaliers. Tomorrow night's game between the Wolves and the Timberwolves. If the Wolves can't get it done, they're going home. And if the Celtics can't get it done, they're going home. And tonight, if the Cavaliers can't get it done, force them to go to game 6, they are going home. Because that is what it is for today. Okay, it's time for me to go. That's going to be it for now. And check me out on TikTok and YouTube. See all the videos here. Subscribe and make a comment of what will went down here on the NBA Playoffs. Till then, this is Joseph Crew. I will be seeing you maybe tomorrow. Tune in, take care, and peace out.